As a dawless community, we like to connect things. Sync, MIDI, CV, USB, and all of this kind of stuff. I was also a victim of this plague. In fact, I still am. And before I turned into a cable zombie, here's what I have to say. I usually connect my little synthesizer toys so they can play different sequences. Drum and bass from Roland TA, polychords from Roland S1. Who the hell came up with this name? And analog ARP lines from Donner B1. Regular stuff. It takes some time, yeah, but the result is pretty good. At least for my 20 subs. But I always wanted to get all of my toys playing together, making sounds at the same time, to get that hybrid sound without spending money on a new synthesizer like Microfreak or something. Right? I mean, why not? Combining analog and digital was a viable option since day one and has been used in many synthesizers before me. I also wanted to use a single MIDI keyboard to control everything. Like this one. Not sponsored. Too much to ask? Well, it is, but what can you do when you spend hundreds of dollars on Roland and Korg toys instead of buying a nice one that can do everything, that can do it all, like a Minilogue XD or something? But it all came together at one point. I already had my T8, S1 and B1 connected and playing their own sequences, as I said before. Then I added the Volca to the S1 because they are both polyphonic, and Volca keys to the B1, just to spice things up. I really like the results. Sometimes Roland can get too cheesy, and FM can add some weird sounds, or maybe you want analog chord instead of ARP, right? Anything to please my 5 subscribers. All I needed to buy was $1 headphone splitter to make one MIDI out port to 3 or more, actually up to 6. This is the main reason why a 3-5 MIDI connection is so much better than the regular 5-pin. It do not require any special MIDI boxes and converters. Just buy a splitter and cheapest cable you can find to make it work. But, as you may have noticed, they all have tiny keyboards. I mean, all of my little toys. And adding a MIDI keyboard to each and every module is out of the question. So, what if I could plug in one keyboard to rule them all? I racked my brains for months and finally stumbled upon a solution by accident, of course. Or wait, I did it because I'm so much smarter than everyone else, right? The thing was, my Roland T8, which was used as a centerpiece in a Twisted Fire starter, was able to use MIDI channel 2 instead of MIDI channel 1. This way, it was not sending notes to any of my devices, just a play command. To me, this eliminated any chance of a MIDI keyboard sending a note signal, right? I mean, if you are on channel 1, the T8 will send notes to other devices, so the MIDI keyboard will follow suit. If you switch to channel 2, it's not sending notes anymore, so the keyboard won't send it either, right?
Wrong.
Imagine my shock when, for whatever reason, don't ask, I accidentally plugged my MIDI keyboard into my Roland T8 and heard the sound of all of my tiny synthesizers singing in unison. It turns out that Roland T8, being on MIDI channel 2 and sending the play command to my tiny synths, does not preclude the ability to receive notes from an external keyboard. Now I can use my setup as usual and as one big giant synth consisting of different modules, and use any synth I want with my trusty Arturia Mini Lab 3. Very poor device, but hey, it looks good, right? I mean, what more do you want, synth peasants? Oh, and I almost forgot. Remember how painful it was to input notes on Volcas, on Iras, and on any tiny synth, right? Fear no more, fellow dawless traveler. I got your sorry piano skills covered. Now, with this method, you can input notes as easy as play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on your grandma's piano. Simply because every device now records everything you play on a proper keyboard of your choice. Every one of them. Just don't try to record all of them at the same time, because all of the devices have different ways to handle recording and it can become a mess. Now, you can entertain your 50 subs in a new way, and maybe even create a track that will get 22 likes on Bandcamp. Oh, and when local cashier at Walmart will ask you why you buying 10 headphone splitters all of a sudden, just tell him that DJ Canyon sent you. See you next time.